Wow, that was amazing, ladies. I am so excited to be able to be on here to hear you guys talk. Just blown away. So I give it away to you guys. Amazing. Um, I was at convention and I think I just relearned a lot of what I heard because it's overwhelming when you're hearing it. So thanks for all of that. I'm going to go through 12 oils. So if you don't already have pen and paper ready, you're going to want to grab that. I guarantee there's going to be something you're going to want to write down. At least I hope so. So the first oil that we're going to go through is patchouli. And let me just back up for those of you who've not been on one of these calls before. I think a lot of us get to hear the top 10 oils a lot, and we get used to those oils. But there are a lot of oils with doTERRA. And so in order to learn a little bit more about all of them, I broke them down to about 10 or 12 oils per class, and you can get more education in small chunks like that. And so you'll know how to use them, right? So patchouli. It's not one I use often, but here's some ideas behind what you can do with it. All right, so it is a hippie oil. You guys familiar with that? Anywhere you go, there's someone who will smell patchouli and go, oh my gosh, I love patchouli. It is aromatic, topical, and internal use oil. It is steam distilled from the leaf of the plant, and the scent is herbal and recognizable. This oil emotionally is the oil of physicality. It tempers obsessive personalities, teaches moderation, helps you to feel grounded and confident, and gives you peace within your body. You can diffuse this oil to help ground you and balance your emotions. You can also use it in your skincare regimen to help with having healthy, glowing skin. It blends well with or works well with grapefruit and cinnamon, either or all three together, I suppose. This is a really unique way to use it, but you could put 2 or 3 drops in your hand and run it through your hair as a detangler. And your hair is also a natural diffuser. So I know Debbie Frannick wears patchouli in her hair, and people stop her all the time and ask her where's that patchouli coming from? It's in her hair. You can also, let's see, I have a diffuser blend here for you. So this diffuser blend, and I have not tested this one out, but I found it and it sounded really good. So I'm going to try it. But patchouli, 3 drops, patchouli, 3 drops of wild orange, and 2 drops of ylang ylang. It's the fall. Like, we want lots of diffuser recipes, right? It's fun to use our diffusers when we're all snuggly and warm. I did find a perfume recipe too, and this one is amazing. Patchouli and elevation, equal parts. Some people just put in a roller ball with coconut oil, and some want to put in a roller ball or a spray bottle with vodka. Either way, it's up to you. All right, so the next oil we're going to go to is balance. And before I did this talk, I was in my bathroom and I noticed all the oils I had laying around. And I was like, I have half of the oils in my bathroom for like bedtime routine or morning routine that are in this call tonight. So balance was in there. And balance is our grounding blend. It is a combination of tree and root oils. And if you think about a tree lives in the present. It's stable, it's grounded, it's patient. So it's a great oil for calming overactivity. So it's good for the classroom, it's good for all the homeschool mamas out there. All right, so it's aromatic and topical use only. This is not an internal oil. And the scent is airy and fresh and sweet and woodsy. And some of the key benefits are to relax. This is a great oil to relax and to quiet your mind. It's going to just promote whole body relaxation. So just put it all over. A fun thing you can do with your kids, if you've ever made Play-Doh for your kids, you can make those Play-Doh recipes, add balance to it. It is a great one for them to play with and then be calm with. Serenity is good too, but balance is so good. All right, this is, like I said, a great one to use before bed. It's going to help you sleep well. Let's say you're going to be facing something that makes you anxious or uncomfortable, even fearful. This is a great oil to put on your wrists, over your heart, on the back of your neck. It's going to help ease those feelings. It's also a good one to diffuse in the car if you suffer from road rage. Not in Tampa, right? I just drove to Miami. We needed some balance. And then we have our new deodorant. Just had to point that out that we've got our balanced deodorant and it's amazing. So everybody give me a thumbs up on that. It's pretty awesome. We're pretty happy with that. And then the last two things I'm going to tell you about balance is that I want you to try this week. Mix your balance with lime in the diffuser or in a roller ball. Super yummy. And you could also try balance and wild orange. So either balance and lime or balance and wild orange. Both are amazing. All right, our next oil is bergamot. Who in here says bergamot? It is pronounced bergamot in like the French. If you listen to it, I had someone send me the pronunciation of it, but there is no N in there. And I hear people say bergamot a lot. So bergamot, bergamot, how you want to say it. It is the oil of self-acceptance. It helps with low self-esteem. It can help you see life with more optimism. It works really well with cassia, and the oil you're going to get soon this month, probably kumquat, grapefruit, and copaiba. This is a citrus oil, and it's cold press expressed from the rind. It's got a little bit of a floral scent to it, a lot more citrusy than floral, but I can see where they get that. The key benefits of this oil. So you want to diffuse it for a calming, sweet aroma. It's just going to help calm everything down. It's also really purifying to the skin. So you could put it on like in your skincare routine. You could put it in your toner and your cleanser. I will say it is photosensitive, so you don't want to put this oil on your face and then go lay out in the sun. It won't go well. Dilute for young and sensitive skin. Definitely want to keep diluting this one. It's not going to burn you. You just want to be, careful with sensitive skin. I got a fun recipe for you for a diffuser mojito. So 3 lime, 1 bergamot, 1 peppermint. You could also add that 3 lime, 1 bergamot, 1 peppermint to some Earl Grey tea for a nice yummy treat. All right, next is clove. Now, I think a lot of us use clove when we don't even realize it. You might even use clove every day and not realize it, but it's in On Guard. It's in your toothpaste, it's in your hand wash, it's in your laundry detergent, it's in your hand sanitizer. Clove. Clove is an amazing oil. It has the most antioxidants of all the oils. I think probably of anything on the earth. It's really high up on the ORAC scale, like over 1 million, and nothing really comes close to that. So clove is the oil of boundaries. It helps people stand up for themselves, coming from the emotional side. This is where I get the emotional side of the information from. It's interesting how an oil can help you physically, and then when you read about how it works physically and how it works emotionally, you're like, oh my gosh, you might not even connect with it on a, need it on a physical level, but emotionally you needed it. So who knows? Anyway, so clove is going to help you own your choices and be proactive in your life. It helps pushovers say no. It's very empowering. This oil comes from the bud of the plant. It is steam distilled. The scent is warm and spicy and woodsy. This oil is hot, so you want to always dilute clove. All right, so here's a diffuser recipe for you. You're gonna have a fun week of diffusing this week, but 2 clove, 2 cinnamon, 1 orange. It's gonna smell just like fall. All right, so this is a great one for your mouth, for oral care. So it's gonna help with your teeth and your gums. It's extremely powerful to use after you get a dental cleaning. Just again, dilute it unless you want it to burn. Promotes fresh breath. You can take it internally to support your heart health. It also naturally repels insects. And you can use it in your favorite pumpkin pie recipe in the next couple months here. And if you, like I said about the oral health, like if you have a toothache, just put it on the inside. Like I said, it is hot. It will burn a little bit, but it will numb almost on contact. And so that helps a lot if you've got to wait before you get to the dentist or something. All right, the next oil we're going to talk about is Cypress. Now, Cypress is one of those oils that we've seen it on the list. I'm curious who has Cypress. All the diehards have Cypress, yeah. All right, so Cypress is another great oil. It's the oil of motion and flow. It's a good oil for circulation. Okay, it's going to work on the heart and the mind, creating flexibility. It helps you go, let go of the past and move forward with life. Cast aside worry, especially when you feel stuck emotionally. This is distilled from the leaf of the plant, and the scent is clean and fresh and kind of woodsy. It's definitely a more earthy oil. But like I said, it's going to help with circulation. It's going to energize you before a workout. It's great for circulation, let's say in your legs and your arms after a workout. If you know people who have poor circulation in their legs, this is a great oil for them to put on their legs and massage it in. It's going to help with all kinds of the circulation issues. It's also, interestingly enough, good to help with oily skin. So if you know someone who suffers from oily skin, you could add it to your toner or your moisturizer to help with balancing that out. I would encourage you to check out doTERRA's blog. They have a lot of great recipes and more even for Cypress. So you can look into that. All right, grapefruit. Grapefruit is the oil of honoring the body, and it teaches you to respect your body and to appreciate your body. It is cold press expressed from the rind of the fruit, and the scent is citrus and sweet and floral and grapefruit. You can add 1 or 2 drops to your water, and they'll help support your metabolism. It's going to help boost it a little bit. You can also diffuse it when you're dieting to increase motivation. Then I have a few recipes for you. One fun flavor combination that I learned early on in my doTERRA journey was cassia and grapefruit. So you can put a drop of cassia and a drop of grapefruit in your water and try that. But cassia is actually sweet, so it makes a nice sweet combination. All right, and this one's a little odd, but it's a glass cleaner. So for cleaning in your house, you know, all the citrus oils really help with cleaning. And so this one is a glass cleaner. And so it's 1.5 cups of vinegar, and then 1/2 cup of distilled water. So you've got your water vinegar mixture, and then add about 8 to 10 drops of grapefruit, and that's it. And you've got a glass cleaner. And then it's also going to help with fighting your sugar cravings and reduce your appetite. Who can't use a little of that, right? All right, and then this is a fun little blend here for you. If you want to smell, there's always like these funny blends. So this one's called Fruity Pebbles. Have you guys ever smelled Fruity Pebbles? So lemongrass, grapefruit, and bergamot is Fruity Pebbles. So put those 3 bottles together later, you'll remember me, and smell them, and you're gonna be blown away. Fruity Pebbles. It's pretty good. All right, next we're gonna move on to Serenity. Halfway done. So Serenity is like, if I had to pick one oil, that would be it. Like, that would be it. I love them all and I want them all, but if I had to pick Serenity, it would calm me down in the crisis of losing all my oils. So Serenity is the oil that I would choose for life. It is my friend. And it is the oil of tranquility, and it calms the mind and the heart, and it helps you release feelings of stress and anxiousness and being overwhelmed. It's a great oil for personal reflection, peace, and heart healing. This is our restful blend. It is sweet, it is floral, it is warm. It creates a perfect escape for calming and renewing of your mind and your body. It is great to put a few drops and some Epsom salts in your bathtub and just relax. It is not an internal oil, though. This is one interesting thing that happens at classes is when you bring out those Serenity gel caps and you put them next to the Serenity, they think they can drink Serenity. But what's in the Serenity gel caps is not Serenity oil. So make sure you're telling people that they do not drink Serenity. It doesn't taste good anyway, I'm sure. I haven't tried it. All right, so now we're gonna move on to vetiver. And I think it's cute and fun that she talked about vetiver tonight because that was in here, it wasn't even planned. It happens every time. There's always some coincidence here, but vetiver is the oil of centering. So you become more rooted and deeply connected to what you think and feel. Vetiver can help you when you're feeling apathetic or scattered or stressed. You can use vetiver to help you feel centered and grounded. And vetiver is in Serenity. And vetiver comes from Haiti, which we talked about a few minutes ago. It comes from the root of the plant, which is why when you smell vetiver, it smells like dirt. It's okay that it smells like dirt. It's beautiful when you mix it with other things. So add it to lavender, add more serenity to it. All kinds of things can help it smell great, and then it works so well. Okay, so you can apply it to your feet for a massage after a long day. You can add 1 to 2 drops to a veggie capsule with some lemon, and it will help boost your immune system. I bet you didn't know that vetiver could boost your immune system. That's a new one, huh? If you didn't want to do it that way, you could add 1 or 2 drops to your tea and try it that way. And then I did find a yummy diffuser blend for you. Have to try this one. It's 3 vetiver, 2 lemon, and 1 lavender. So 3 vetiver, 2 lemon, 1 lavender, and it's called Rainy Day. And we're gonna have a few of those, I hear. So I wanna use this one, Rainy Day. All right, moving right along. The next oil is Whisper. Do we have any Whisper fans in the room? Yes. Okay, Whisper is like, it's so yummy, right? Okay, so it's the oil of femininity. We don't wanna leave the men out though, because we all have hormones and we can all use this oil. But it does help us let go of pride and tough exteriors. It helps you to connect with other women in your life. So it's a great oil to use with all the people around you. It is a blend for women. The scent is musky and warm and spicy and sweet. You can diffuse it at night for a calming aroma. I've never diffused Whisper because I forget about that, but I'm going to now. You can apply it after a shower, so it can be your own signature scent. It accentuates your natural body chemistry. So here is a challenge for you when you have your next girls' night out or your next class with a bunch of ladies sitting around. Pass around the Whisper and have everybody put it on. It mixes with your chemistry, and it will smell different on everybody at the table. I promise. You'll smell, either one person will smell more cocoa, or yes, there's cocoa in there. There's all different kinds of oils, and it will be a fun little event for you, I promise. They're all gonna want it too. All right, so you can add it to your hand and body lotion. You can put it on your diffuser jewelry. You can run it through your hair. Remember, your hair is a natural diffuser. And then when you go places, people will smell Whisper and wanna know what that's all about. Let's see what else I have here for you. There were some other really fun recipes that I found with this one, and I haven't tried all of them. I'm gonna give them all to you though, because they just all sound really good. So the first one was Whisper and Balance, equal parts. Doesn't that sound good? Natural perfume, this one was Whisper and Citrus Bliss. Also sounds nice. This one's called the Sexy Blend, so you might want to be careful with this one. 10 drops of Whisper and 5 drops Passion. Get some feedback on that later. And then this one I have tried, and it's amazing. I did this one at a retreat not long ago, and we loved it in the diffuser. It was 3 drops Whisper, 2 drops Purify, 1 drop Lime. Trust me on this one. It's called Crystal Tides. So 3 on Whisper, 2 Purify, and 1 Lime. That one's amazing. Okay, last 3 oils. You ready? Ginger. We all know about ginger. I have it, I wanted it. I don't use it for a ton of things, but it is the oil of empowerment. It's the oil that's gonna empower you. It helps you go from victim to warrior. It helps you take responsibility for your actions. Okay, this oil, we get it from the root of the plant. The scent is hot and spicy and earthy and sweet. It's kind of all that. We get it from Madagascar. You definitely want to dilute this oil when putting it on younger skin, just to be careful. You can diffuse it in the air, and it will help you with equilibrium, which I thought was interesting. It can also help with occasional or non-occasional nausea, whatever your nausea might be, and car sickness. It will also help with reducing gas, bloating, indigestion, any of those digestive issues. It lowers the response in your body to go to stress. Like, it reduces your adrenals from stressing out. So that's really good. You want to use things that will keep you from stressing, right? This one's also good to help kick the sugar cravings, which is why it's in what oil? Anybody know? Slim and sassy. Good job. I saw Lauren with the S. She's like, I know. Yep, it's in our Slim and Sassy, and that's why all the oils that are in Slim and Sassy are helping our metabolism, and ginger is one of them. All right, so it can actually help stimulate your brain and help you minimize binging and overeating. Ginger. All right, so let's move on to the next one. This next one almost needs a drum roll. It is Melissa. Who in the house has invested, made that big investment and gotten the Melissa? Yes, ma'am. That one was in the bathroom. Yes, it was. So that's a good one to hide from your kids. Melissa is $135 a bottle, but it is worth every penny, and you will baby it and you will keep it forever. But it is a very valuable oil. It is the most powerful of the essential oils, which one quote I found. It has a high level antioxidants as well, but it's also has a lot of other properties you should Google. So I'm going to tell you that Melissa is the oil of light. You can give it to anyone who is feeling hopeless and overwhelmed. I actually got Melissa when I had done a Zytoscan. It came through and said I needed Melissa. And I told my husband, I was like, oh, well, that's what I need. And it said overwhelmed and all these scary things. And I was like, well, I'm not that bad, but I want to get it anyway. So do yourself a favor and get yourself some Melissa. It's a 200 PD promotion, so that can be part of your deal if you can't figure out what to get. But anyway, so it's going to help. This oil wakes you up and helps you reach for your potential. It encourages you to keep going and helps you let go of feelings of darkness and despair. It comes from the leaf of the plant, and the scent is citrus and sweet. I think it smells really nice. Some people think it smells like Pledge, but I think it smells really nice. It's going to help support your immune system, as I kind of alluded to in the beginning. It's very, very good for your immune system for a lot of reasons. Google it. It calms tension and nerves and promotes feelings of relaxation. You can add this to On Guard to help boost your immune system, and On Guard Plus has Melissa in it. So that helps. It's also good for sleep, which I didn't know, and it'll also help maintain healthy blood pressure. It takes 1,000 pounds of this plant to make 15 5 ml bottles. 1,000 pounds of the plant. It's crazy. That's why we were away from it for 18 months. We had lost sourcing of it, but it's back. All right, thanks for bearing with me. I got one more oil to tell you about, and it's clary sage. And you probably use this one more frequently than you realize because this is the main ingredient in Clary Calm. So if you use Clary Calm on a monthly basis, which most of us ladies do, you're getting clary sage in your body. And that oil is the oil of clarity and of vision. And it helps in times of darkness. It helps people see past their limiting beliefs. It changes their perspective, expands their vision, and imagines new possibilities. Who can't use some of that in their life? This oil comes from the flower. It is sweet and woodsy and herbal. You can apply it to the abdomen during menstrual cycle to help ease that discomfort. You can also put 3 to 4 drops in your shampoo to help keep your hair and scalp healthy. It's great in a hot bath. And the recipe I found said to add it to some Epsom salts with Roman chamomile. So maybe 2 or 3 drops of each with a cup of Epsom salts and a nice hot warm bath. Helps you sleep better also. So you can diffuse it at night, helps balance your hormones, and it helps soothe nerves and lighten your mood. So those are the 12 oils for the A to Z class. I hope that you learned something new tonight, and I'm going to turn it back over to Roger.
All right. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I kind of like my internet's kind of like been failing back and forth. So I've been jumping off and jumping back on, jumping off, jumping back on. So I'm going to end this recording before I lose it. So give me 1 second.